It's the Spring Fling 2023, and we are in a previously rainy, now sunny Charlotte, North Carolina. Always windy, apparently. I'm Stu Gander. With me, Sven Heikus. Sven, what's shaking, baby?
The commentary boost, Stu.
Yeah.
It's windy here. Not quite as bad as last year, but man, it is breezy out there. It's definitely going to be a factor.
It is a stiff breeze, a stiff and constant breeze, coming a bit cross pitch, but there is one side that definitely has an advantage, I think.
Yeah, it's moving batons on both sides. At least it was for me as I'm trying to gauge the wind here to commentate on it. But definitely seems to be an advantage on the one side. But you can win on both today. I think we're going to see wins on both. But it's a tough sled against the wind.
Yeah, it's a little bit harder against the wind, but we'll see how. So maybe the king becomes more important. I don't know. We'll see. Here are the AKT individual standings, of course, after the scuffle for the shovel. Only one event so far this year. Bob, Dan, Mike, a bunch of people. And here are the Keystone Kubb leading the club standings. As far as a lineup today, it's stacked, my friend. Lee Northrup
Yes.
had the prior engagement, is that what you say? Prior something or another?
That's accurate.
Dave Cantwell, of course, can't make it. Of course, the story with Dave, everyone saw his drilling prowess at the scuffle. There were some rumors going around. Of course, Dave then failed his post-tournament drug test for enhancing drugs, so got the two tournament suspension. He won't be here today. He won't be at East Coast either, but we're picking it up today with the quarterfinals, so we're going to run through the qualification rounds real quick here. I'm probably not going to talk much about them because they go a little fast.
It was tight. That's really. I mean, there was no undefeated teams. Everybody was knocking everybody else off. This is back to field too. I mean,
the field is ridiculous. Yeah, Glori Holtz, Kubb, DB Kubber, 650 Mafia, and Rhymes with two top 5 after 4 rounds. We were playing 7 rounds today. We got 13 teams. I gotta tell you, we're going 8 to the championship bracket. Boy, there are going to be some good players and teams that are going to be left out of the championship bracket today.
There's a lot of teams that aren't going to make the semifinals that are really good teams.
Yes, there are big time names that are not going to make the semis, like you said.
Some All-Americans maybe.
Could be.
There's a lot of All-Americans here, so
Yeah, but the teams who got left out, We Hear Bruh, aka the Fighting Harberts, and Das Kubb. But here is the championship bracket that we got. Rhymes with 2 picks up the number 1 seed. Kuban, that's Kyle Weekland and Brian Jones taking the 2 seed. Mm-hmm. But today's matchup is going to be that 4-5. DB Kubber, Old Line Kubb, Raleigh Kubb teaming up for the first time. Well, these 2 players teaming up for the first time, playing against Glori Holtz.
I love it.
Yeah, of course we're including this one because that's the only way Adam will watch.
Oh, and Cody. Hey, Cody. Well, Adam watches them all. Cody won't watch.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I said Adam.
Adam, don't throw Adam under the bus like that. He is
Adam,
a fan.
Yeah, Adam is a big fan.
Cody just doesn't watch what he admits on the broadcast because we won't let it go.
I hope these guys win it all, or we're down 1 view for the rest of this.
Hilarious.
Of course, Cody has been getting us subscribers left and right.
Oh.
We are now up to 63. Our subscribers are now eligible for Social Security.
Yes. The other beautiful thing about the Glori Holtz team this event is Cody and Sarah have been hard at work with the t-shirt machine, and they have 2 additional Glori Holtz shirts for our viewing pleasure at this one. And they're both represented in this round. Gray one is different than Cody's blue, but they're both new. Fantastic, by the way. Not always Not always rated for children, though.
No. Yeah, no, Glori Holtz, they've got like, the Oscars red carpet out there today. They got uniform changes, wardrobe
Mm-hmm.
changes, I guess you'd say, the whole 9 yards.
Mm-hmm.
Of course,
Yes.
DB Kubber uniform game, not great, in that it's a
Well,
0.
it's the first time they play together. They kind of
Yep,
had to throw this team together late there, so that's excusable.
yep,
Also, as kind of disgusting as the conditions were this morning, a lot of uniforms got ruined.
that
So
is true. Yes, you will see.
if
Excuse me. You
you
will
get
see.
a glimpse of Nick Bartlett anywhere today, his
Yeah,
Dawson shirt
he's
is
got
covered in
mud
mud.
prints on his belly. Yeah, you will see some players, Drew Gander there, walking around with a towel hanging out of his pocket.
hmm So currently, the predominant wind would be kind of right at the camera right now.
Yeah.
Generally, is kind of going corner to corner, at their back as far as DB Kubber's back than Glori Holtz. Um, but like I said, it's not like last year. Last year it wasn't impossible to win against the win last year, but it felt like it.
Yeah.
We didn't see it much this year. It definitely has happened and will happen in these playoffs, but it's not as favorable. That's for sure.
Yes, the angle gives it away. It's still very strong and it's still moving your batons,
Yeah,
several inches.
yeah. Well, sometimes even more than that, but it's it's more of like a, I guess, 10 to 20 mile an hour consistency. So
Yeah.
it's a disco wind again, as we like to say. It definitely varies in intensity. It does change direction slightly. But these guys are just putting down eights right now. We got a possible Sven love here. Ooh,
Nope.
just
Cody
missed
was
it.
looking for it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about the field real quick. It's
Yeah.
absurd.
Let's talk about the field.
Yeah, so let's just start naming names that are here. We got Matt Green.
Yep.
We've got Dan Ivanuk. Those two are teaming up as 2020 sucked.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We've got Mike Davids and Bob Hikus teaming up as the 650 Mafia.
Yep.
You can check out the rest of the Atlantic Coupe Tour here. 4 more events this year. This is, of course, the 2nd out of 6. All right, so we've got Cody and Adam, the Glori Holtz.
Mm-hmm.
We've got the Fighting Harberts.
Yeah, they're playing as 3 today, so that's a
Yep.
little bit of a disadvantage. But yes, the Fighting Harbors with Landon.
Yep.
We also have former national champion Dave Kesey.
Yep.
Playing with Heidi. Yep.
Yep. We've got
Always.
Kubb on, Kyle Weekland.
Yeah, that's a
and
big one.
Ryan Jones.
That's a team that you knew could make some noise. This is kind of their rustbuster event. They both haven't thrown in a while, but they're not showing it. Picking up number 2 seed going into the this round, so that's good.
Yep. We've got Das Kubb is here. We've got
Jeremy and TJ Ice Cubes are here.
Yep, Ice Cubes, Jeremy and TJ. They are playing in another quarterfinal right now. A bit unfortunate story about that match. Our camera crew up and quit.
Logistics.
Right before. Yeah, they just completely.
Logistics may drop the ball on pitch 1.
They
the problem.
The camera crew over there gave a Johnny paycheck and just said, "Take this job and shove it" right before the match, and so we're just going to get updates from there.
We're also leaving out one, I think, a pretty major team here. That would be Kraken Beer.
Kraken Beer, yes, absolutely.
Dan Corey and Mike Horenchik, they're a high quality team that no one really wants to see in the quarterfinals. Oh, Cody's going to pull.
Speaking of things I don't want to see,
I think pull it.
Cody was trying to
doing the old
wedgie there or something.
East Coast pull and pray, I think.
Yeah, so I honestly, there, like, there's got to be other teams too, because we forgot Kraken Beer. This field is just stacked.
Yeah, I mean, I'd have to say, it's only 13 teams, but it's a solid 10 deep of just any of these teams could win it. It is.
DB Kubber here is Drew Gander. He usually plays with Pillsbury Throwboys, and then he's got Paul Joyce playing with him.
DB those guys made some noise this morning. They definitely came up with some big wins and had some big turns and looked good. So
Yeah, these two teams matched up in round two, by the way. It went to 10 in play. And the Glori Holtz won it on the last turn. So
mhm.
this should be a close match. Of course, Paul Joyce, we've seen him at East Coast before playing as um,
Vector.
Vector. I was thinking defectors. I know
No,
defectors and Vector, they always get me screwed up. So
Vectors are a former East Coast champions. No, no disrespect to Vector, but they're not quite there yet.
yeah, but
Paul's been playing well.
Paul's
Paul
been
plays a
working on
lot.
this game.
Yeah, no, Paul plays a lot. They get together, and I know Jeremy goes down there pretty much weekly, outside of Baltimore there, and
So what
yeah.
these guys have been doing all day is just making good clears and then leaving themselves 4 or 5 at 8 every single turn. So
hmm
we'll see if that
So
keeps up.
let's talk about these field conditions. So last night, we're all out here kind of, playing some
Yeah,
whatever. And
yeah,
the wind was about the same as it is now, but the field was rock hard, but yet
yeah,
bouncy and weird. And it was playing so difficult. I mean, it
yeah.
was
There
just so
was
hard.
some of the best drillers here were having big trouble last night.
And
Field
then we
conditions.
So then we show up this morning, and they were calling for rain in the forecast, right? We show up this morning, we're getting everything unloaded, getting ready to set up the tournament. We get the tents up, and it just opens up. I
Yeah.
mean, it pours for a solid 45 minutes to an hour. I mean, it just
Thunder, the whole
everything.
nine
I
yards.
mean, it was
Yeah.
blowing sideways. And after that, I mean, there wasn't any standing water on these pitches, but then they just became just a muddy mess.
Yeah.
And drilling became, all right, well,
Sven, you got cut off. Drilling became are you back, Sven? Did your
I
did
should
your
be.
Okay, there you are. I got you again. I think your audio connection got blown away or something.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, it's windy out here, Stu.
Yeah.
Uh, no, the drilling was just it was soft and but it was you were still able to move the cubes, and even now it's firmed up a little bit, but it's still playing really nice on the drill. The
Yep.
issue is it's so soft underneath. What these guys are doing, which is what you should do as a defensive team, is you got to do a little. There's a lot of Johnny Kubelseed going on today.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
I wanted to get him to stand up straight too. They're not moving.
Yeah.
The blast today is extremely difficult. You're not getting any action on cubes. You're not getting any action on batons. It is absolutely just like these things are they're sucked in the mud, and you're
Yeah.
just like, all right, well, and here we go. So you're seeing some
Yeah.
Johnny
And
Kubas
every
right there.
yeah, full Johnny Kubelseed
Oh,
every time today. This is one of those where you push it down and water comes up around it.
yeah, and
That's yeah.
it's a good strategy, and everyone's using it, but you're just not. I mean, it's probably costing at least a baton to 4 meters. Every time you get over probably 3 cubes in play, it's probably costing you one. Like this is 4, it should be. Oh, he just missed one, but usually that would have been 3 batons. Usually these guys are hitting a 4 or 2 without any problem.
Yeah,
Um,
this was even when we started rounds 1 and 2, it was raining, not nearly as hard, but it was
yeah,
raining. And then rounds 3 through 7, it was dry, but it was cloudy. And now it's beautiful,
yeah.
except your socks are wet.
Yeah, now what we're gonna see is your socks are wet, everyone smells a little funky, and sunburn is an issue because
Yes.
it's nice. It's like 75 degrees, but it's one of those 75 with that little breeze. It doesn't feel like you need sunscreen.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then I
And the
think
wind pounding at your face doesn't help
yes,
either. Yeah.
no, there's a lot of wind and sunburn that's going to be going on as we
You
get to
better
this.
believe that. Yeah.
But here we are tied.
Yep. Four
Uh,
in play.
yeah,
Best of three, of course.
yeah.
Yep.
So this is the quarterfinal. I mean, there's really not a gimme quarterfinal matchup on the board. I mean, you got the number one seed playing Ice Cubes. Um, that's supposed to be the easiest matchup.
Yeah, that's a tough. That's a tough
Yeah, that's
opening matchup.
rhymes with Kubb playing Ice Cubes. Rhymes with Kubb had an early loss, and then they kind of built their way back up. They're a tough
Yeah,
team.
I don't think Dave has missed since like
Yeah,
round 2 or something.
Dave doesn't miss a lot, and with these drilling conditions, Dave's general weakness would be his drill. But when drilling is so favorable as it is right now, then that's taking that away. And Heidi's a good player. They've
Oh,
got
nice
a nice
double.
shot.
That was a real nice double.
They've gotten second and third at a couple of the East Coast championships they've played at. They're a solid team. They're
Yep.
one that all these teams know well enough not to overlook them. I'm not surprised at all that they're the number
Oh,
one seed, just because it always seems like they bubble to the top.
Paul with a
Um,
turkey leg, by the way.
Fantastic turn going right now.
Yeah. Drew's looking for the Svirky.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Oh, gorgeous.
nice.
Turn.
Baseline clear.
And that's what we're talking about. These guys have put up turns like that all day. I mean, just they've been taking it to every single one of these teams. I mean, I would think a lot of these more veteran players they definitely don't know a lot about Paul. I haven't seen Drew much. I think these guys probably, if you had to poll people after this event, even going into this round, might be the surprise of this tournament. They've had a really nice showing.
Yep.
And turns like that are why.
Looks like Adam's switching to the tumbler drill. Is that what you would call that?
It's
You know,
it's an
kind of like
early
throw
cut,
it
I think.
short. Yeah, throw it short,
Yeah,
tumble it on in there.
call it the early. It's working well today, and
Yeah.
when you have the wind like that, sometimes this wind can blow your cubes around. It is helpful to get them on the ground early and just let them tumble in. Um,
Yeah, it's been working really, honestly, just like everything is working except for a cut shot. The cuts, I mean, you could get it to cut a
you really have to
smidgen, but
spin the heck out of
yeah,
it to get the cut. If you really and some people with their grips, the way they grip the cube, it doesn't spin much.
yeah,
If you have a grip that you can really let it go, you can get a cut. But then you have the random ones that just stick.
yeah,
They sit and look like they are in like sand.
yeah. You
Um,
got a lot of darts being thrown today.
mhm. Yeah, people like Dan Corey are having a field day
Yes,
because he throws darts all the time anyway.
all the time. Yeah, doesn't care so much about the cut, just throwing darts, baby.
He cuts the coups, but I mean, he doesn't cut them much compared to some other
Yeah,
people. Yeah, hopefully we'll see them later.
yeah. We'll see
They have
them
a
later on.
they have a
We're
tough
gonna,
matchup with Bob and Mike in the quarterfinal.
yeah, that's a big one for the AKT standings.
Big one for AKT. Big one because Bob seems to be Dan Corey's kryptonite. If they play,
Yeah,
it's usually
Dan might.
over.
We need to get Dan on this
Yeah, we do.
this broadcast, unless he makes it to the finals again. I hear he's got a bone to pick with us. Or you specifically, Sven.
Well, he's contesting the accuracy of his apparent prediction that he was going to win the 1v1 a year ago.
Yeah.
But I said to him, I said, "Look, Dan, like a lot of this, we got to play this up for the broadcast.
Yeah.
I mean, this is
Yeah.
a good
I
story.
mean,
This
we've mentioned it before. Most of the things that we say
yeah,
here, it's just
is it
completely fabricated.
is it
So,
completely accurate? No. Is there
no.
elements of truth to it? 100%. Yes, there is. Is it
Yeah.
100% like dead on the way it went down? Maybe, maybe not. But you know what?
A little bit of
It
drama.
it is really it's a good story.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, all right. So DB Kubber with a chance, 7 in play, baseline
that's
clear.
the chance.
Yeah, big chance here to get game 1 under their belts.
And let me tell you, these conditions are also really favorable for Drew. I know Drew's really his big struggle, and that I've seen, at least at the 1v1, seemed to be on the drill. And when you have conditions where the drill is more accepting,
Yeah.
It's gonna help you feel a lot more confident.
Yeah.
And it definitely seems to be working for him today. I mean, he's putting them together.
I have it on good word that he wasn't happy with his drilling at the scuffle and practiced for 2 months on it because he wasn't happy about
Yeah.
it.
Well, that's really the answer too, you know. I mean, at the end of the day, it's all on the player, right?
Yeah.
And you know, we all, have bad days, and also we have it on good word that he really didn't do much to prepare for that 1v1. So
This is true.
there's that. And
Yes.
so, I can light a fire under anybody. And you know what?
Yep.
No one likes to go out there and feel like you don't have a chance because you're not playing well. And
Yep.
even then, he still should have won that quarterfinal against Bob. So,
Yep.
good for him. I'm glad that that lit a fire in him, and clearly he's playing well today. So that's awesome.
Yep. So it looks like a pretty decent drill here. This looks like there's definite game-ending possibilities.
Yeah, I mean, as long as they keep the batons relatively clean, I'm calling this one over.
Yeah, it should be.
Which is a massive upset considering these two guys. I mean, Adam just nice shot.
5.
Fantastic. That should be a
big
nasty
5.
blasty.
Oh, it picks up
that
the
is a
double. That
nasty
is a
blasty.
nasty
That's-
blasty.
especially in these conditions. 7 with 2, freaking beautiful.
7 with 2 is going to be a nasty blasty just about every single time. And there's a big win in game 1 by DB Kubber.
Huge win.
Yep, huge win. Let's check out the stats. 1.7, 36, 69%, 0.9.
Mm-hmm.
Glori Holtz just throwing quite a few away at 4 on that one. 25% on the K score. So, switch up sides, switch up the wind, clean your hands.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, you figure this is now Adam's 3rd trip to this tournament. And, he's never made it past the quarterfinals. And which is for him, as we were kind of joking around at the last broadcast there with Cody, that, well, he won 9 last year, but he didn't win on the East Coast.
Yeah.
Pretty sure he's coming here to win this one with Cody. I mean, these guys are very successful as a best.
And Adam hasn't been playing with, chumps or anything like that. He's been playing with some decent players.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
so, yeah.
Yeah, last year he came with John Ellenson, who is one of the flux capacitors. Very good team. They got beat by the eventual champs in the quarterfinal. So, yeah, I think he's tired of coming here and losing, but then already took a game 1 loss in the quarterfinals, not the start he was looking for. That's
Cody with a big smooch. That's a big old smooch.
Somebody DB Kubbered that one on the baseline.
Yeah, this is there have been a few today where it's so muddy that the baton hits in front of it and just splatters schmutz all over the Kubb.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like the big divot. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean I've seen blast shots that splatter everywhere.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah, it has. It's dried out a lot from earlier. Earlier today there was standing water on some of the pitches, so this is way more dry than it was earlier.
Yeah, no, it's definitely dried out. Ooh, rough start there by Drew. Let's see if Paul can clean this up.
So this is what's been happening all day. Well, not this here. Actually, this is the opposite.
Pressure clear.
Of what's been happening
Pressure clear.
All day.
There we go. It wasn't the pressure clear. They went 0 for 2 to start.
Yeah, but this is the exact opposite of what they've been doing all day. They've been very efficient on their clears and then just getting as many throws as they can from 8.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to get you, especially when you have the deal with the wind. I mean, the more 8s you can take, the better off you're going to be, obviously. Regardless of the wind, honestly, that's just, you're going to do it. I mean, that's what we say, saw a lot out of Bob in the 1v1. It's just, some of those matches, including the final, I mean, he's getting 10 to 12 more 8s than his opponent. He doesn't have to hit as good of a percentage to win that. If you can be that efficient short. So
Sven, what have we done? What have we done to deserve this win when we come to Charlotte? I don't
What's
understand.
Charlotte have against us? better question.
We're just trying to play this dumb game, come on.
It is crazy.
Oh, Cody with a
part of it
crazy
is
squirrel.
part of it is, and I've noticed this in Pennsylvania, and I'm sure it's very similar here in North Carolina, is the wind tends to be more severe in the east, like from November until April.
Oh, Adam with a loaf. Look at that young loaf right
Oh,
there.
oh.
Is that a members only jacket? Was that a members only jacket?
Oh, wow.
Oh, they are ripping it on this turn. Oh, wow.
That's a super svirky.
That's a something. I don't know. That was
4 for 4.
Yeah, their last 4. They picked up they missed their first 8, I think, and then picked up, I don't know, whatever happened. They hit a whole mess of them.
So yeah, correct me if I'm wrong though. I mean, now they're in a obviously commanding position. I think it's going to take a huge turn for DB Kubber to not lose this one.
Yeah.
But I've noticed just in the couple winters I've spent here that the wind tends to be much more severe in the east, at least in Pennsylvania, from about November until April. And then once you get into April and May, all the way through October, it's most days it's not that bad. It's 5 to 10 miles an hour. It's very playable. I don't know if it's that way in North Carolina, but it definitely seems that way the last couple of years.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm trying to think about it. I have no idea when it's windy, but it's windy sometimes, and then like during the dead of summer, it's just humid and the air doesn't move at all. So yeah, maybe that's about right.
Yeah, nice
big
shot.
quad.
Absolutely
By
fantastic.
the way, that just got an update. Rhymes with 2 knocked off ice cubes in game 1. That's the nice. Take this job and shove it pitch.
They need 4 here.
Yeah, they need a whole mess of them.
That was a great clear for 5 with 2. Ooh, that was a good shot.
Close. I think they're trying to take a bit of the wind out of this by changing the angle on these cubes.
Yeah,
trying to go more direct.
Straight on, so not a bad strategy. Still flighting it pretty high, though.
Yeah.
These are too much.
Yeah, I was going to say, they got to get 2 here, or this is over.
Easy. Yeah.
Yeah, this is over.
Their cube score is going to take a tumble.
Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Ouch.
Well, they got a little help of the win next game. So silver bracket, there was a play-in for the silver bracket.
That was one of the coolest play-ins we've ever seen, by the way.
That was incredible. It was it right before lunch?
Yeah, we were waiting on lunch. So we played one extra round, and then we played the play-in waiting for the pizza to get here. And you can go and you can describe what happened in the play-in, but it was awesome.
Yeah, everybody was there. Everybody sat around and cheered everybody on. It was a fun match. All the players were cracking jokes. It was incredible. Everybody was cheering them on, and it was fantastic. But the piss missiles take out my pitches. Of course, one half of my pitches, Katie, has played here before, and she brings a new player pretty much every year, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Katie and her boyfriend John separate teams and then bring new players in every year. It's fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah, and they were having a great time.
Well, it was really cool because those teams, they don't get to play in front of people very often, and to have literally every single person here engaged in watching that match was just awesome.
Yeah, cheering them on. Yeah.
They get the stage like it's the final. I mean, there's probably more people potentially watching that match than the final, depending on who sticks around. So just awesome to see.
Somehow the Glori Holtz did not finish that off.
That's insane.
Yeah, and frankly, it's like you've just wasted the next 5 minutes because this match is still over.
I mean, if you're DB Kubber, you're like, really?
Yeah.
all DB Kubber wants to do is go to game 3 at this point.
Yeah, and they want some wind at their backs and move on with life because this one ain't happening.
Their win percentage right now in this game is about 1%, and and they know it, and Glori Holtz knows it, and somehow They throw away too many batons there.
Yeah.
It can be easy with your 5 in play, baseline clear, to maybe let your foot off the gas a little bit.
Yeah. Of course, Cody's been pulling the pin every turn today.
Emphatically, in some cases.
Yeah. Emphatically, seductively, whatever.
Yes, seductively. That's a good description of it.
Fought those two, and Goofy got some cut on him.
Yeah, that was nice. It can be hard going over the top against that wind.
Yeah.
He put those in there real nice.
Maybe he's just kind of, I don't really care. Let's just go on to the next game.
Yeah. Oh, he just pulled it.
Oh, he did. Of course.
Dude, Drew's getting that nice 3/4 action on his blast shots, which gives you a phenomenal, baton action.
Yeah, you get
that one he shorted, but
yeah,
there's a couple of the big blasts that he's had have been that 3/4 rotation. It's just absolutely gorgeous.
All right, just go ahead and miss these so we can go on to game 3.
Eyes closed. Let's keep that Kubb score down.
just hit the king while you're at it.
The old Kubb suicide.
Yeah.
We never encourage that, but in some situations it could be funny.
Yeah. Oh, that was actually a good throw. Just missed.
That was a very good throw.
Yeah. All right, fellas.
Yep.
This is the time.
Please. Let's go to game 3.
Yes.
The other thing that is happening today is kind of like when you're playing on fluffy sand, people are you can tamp down the drilling area a little bit in between turns because it can get pretty rutted up.
Yeah.
So we will see that potentially as we move on through here.
Yeah.
Adam's just early cutting all these in there.
Yeah, and he's doing a pretty good job with it. Well, he's got
sometimes you can run out of room, but
yeah, especially when they don't, as mushy as it is.
Yeah, camera on Paul here.
Yeah. Hey, Paul.
Paul, you at least put an ad on the back of your shirt. That would be the way to go.
Yeah.
Maybe if we have any sponsors watching, potential sponsors.
Oh yeah.
That's some good ad reel, I should say, for our 63 viewers.
Yeah. I thought of another sponsor.
What's that?
Ritz crackers. Those are delicious, aren't they?
They are.
Yeah.
What would be the angle for them with Kubb?
Well, hopefully they'd give me some free Ritz crackers. So,
I'd prefer, if I was going to pick a food sponsor, it'd still go Swedish Fish #1.
Oh, of course. That's not even close, but
I do like a good Ritz cracker. I would go Oreo over Ritz.
See, I don't like chocolate.
Are they made by the same company? Are they both Nabisco?
Nabisco? I think so, maybe.
Maybe this is over.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, yeah. Good job, Adam. Finally, let's get this one on to game 3.
Yeah.
All right. So this one's tied up 1-1. DB Kubber was at 1.7, now at 1.4, but he's 21. Boy, that slowed down. 1.037. Glori Holtz picking it up, 46-40.
Huge movement on both sides. Now we're about even.
Yep. So we're going to game 3.
I see the graphics department stepping up their game with the new subscriber money coming in. They got scoreboards moving around. That's nice stuff.
It's crazy, isn't it? No bottom line though.
No, but that real estate is kind of nice to have it.
I kind of like this.
See the corner. We'll keep you apprised of what else is going on, but
I'll let you know. Drew starts out 1 for 2.
Yep.
Take the early lead with 2 more coming from Paul. So Paul's played so close.
Ooh, that's
Paul's played at the East Coast. Oh, he stacked the batons.
No slide today.
No, surely.
Slide today. Yesterday we were getting slide.
Yeah.
Today, no mas.
Ah, a double kiss. The double kiss in game 3, that could
Whew.
come back to
The
haunt.
8th grade dance.
Yeah. Paul's played it in the East Coast Kubb Championship a couple times.
Yep.
Played at Pennsylvania once or
Yep.
twice. Been playing at the league in
Ooh,
Adam is throwing fire.
he's already got a loaf.
Yeah. Full loaf
Oof,
action. Give me
sweet.
some.
Oh, that's a good one.
Meat.
Rockin' meat.
Yeah. Been playing in the
Ooh, no
league
slack.
at Hopkins Farm Brewery. So
Yes.
yep.
Yeah, no. He's been playing a lot, and it shows. His game's looking good.
Yep. Yeah, he's
And,
been knocking 8s down like it's nothing today.
yeah, let me tell you, like, there we go. Rhymes with tube.
Rhymes with tube advances on the take this job and shove it pitch, 2-0 over Ice Kubb. So number 1 seed moving on.
You know, if DB Kubber was able to hold on and win this match, I would have to say it would probably be the upset of the year. I think
so far, at least, yeah.
I think every Kubber in Wisconsin would be shocked by that result because I think most of them have no idea who Drew and Paul are.
Yeah.
So they're like, what? Who?
Yeah.
What?
Well, 1 Kubb down.
You know,
Game 3.
I don't know. I mean, I guess it would help to have more of a following. But if you were watching some of these videos over the last 2.5 years, you might notice that some of these guys in the East Coast can actually play this game. I don't know.
We definitely have some guys over here that are knocking on the door and are improving pretty much every tournament you come to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I think.
Whoa.
Kissed it again. The triple kiss. Paul with his own 8th grade dance going on there, kissing him left and right.
I think he slipped some tongue in on that one.
Oh, it's got it dirty.
Mm-hmm. Jeez, that was a nice looking.
Yeah, there are teams here that are going to lose in the quarterfinals that are going to walk away and say, man, I played really well today, or we played really well today, and we got a T5 out of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no doubt. And it's the semifinals. Making the semifinals today is quite an accomplishment. I mean,
Yep.
you get there and you got to be like, all right, well, now we're playing with house money. Let's see what we can do.
Yeah.
Because let's
get a good king toss to start it off, and then
that helps. But
we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like last year. Last year it just felt like if you won the king toss, your win percentage was really high.
Yeah.
Obviously not, but possible.
Cody was looked to be a little indecisive whether he wanted that out.
Drew was working that pole.
Yeah, I think Cody was saying yes, take no, yes, no, yeah.
Cody's gonna go put some duct tape around that steak.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Did that stay up? Oh, it did.
It leaned hard.
That is more than a little tongue.
Yeah.
I think that's potentially second base, or I don't know how it worked.
That was heavy petting.
heavy petting.
Oh, we got it.
Yeah.
We're going to have to add to our term database.
Yes. Speaking of, great article on Kubbon.com about some of the terms that we use here, in case you're one of our, I don't know how many new subscribers we have since the last time, but
10 or 11, I think.
Yeah, there's a good number of them. I told you we done gone viral.
Yeah.
All right, foreign play. I believe that DB Kubber probably needs a couple here, 1 or 2.
Yeah, I'd say 2 probably at least to make this a little more interesting. 2 would tie it up. So,
Yep.
Again, as we sit here, and we're actually in Davidson, North Carolina, but we're playing with these sets that camouflage in with the grass. So sometimes it can
Yep.
be tough to see the Kubbs on that far baseline.
Yeah, the other part of this, oh, nice triple.
Mhm.
The other part, these sets, Kubb Classic sets, are heavy to begin with.
Yeah.
When they've been soaking in water all day,
Yeah.
they're throwing bricks out there.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it is they are playing heavy today.
Yeah.
And they
And
already are heavy. But
I was gonna say, there you just saw the divot flying.
whew, he is throwing darts.
He is all over these things, and they're not going down.
No. Need these 2 for Drew. Just gotta ride the wind.
Yeah, it looks like he's trying to take a bit of an angle, take the wind out of it.
That was a nice looking shot, but I
Yep.
think it's pushing it a little bit to us. I think you got to start this a little bit outside right for if you're him or left. Yeah.
Nothing. That one hurts. Yeah, so still 4 in play. Glori Holtz got to feel like they've got a big opportunity here to put this one.
Yeah, he's doing the dance to mat down that mud.
Doing the mud shuffle.
Yeah, and this is a great opportunity. I mean, on average, I'd say they get 4 with 2. Then they just need a meatloaf to win.
Yep.
We'll see how this works out, but definitely a great opportunity here for the Glori Holtz.
Just one rethrow.
Yep.
See if you'll splat it on in there.
Yep.
It'll work. So Cody and Adam, are Cody and Adam playing together at East Coast?
Well, that's what I was just going to say. So we have some breaking news on the Glori Holtz and the Atlantic Kubb Tour potentially here. So earlier this week, Adam has changed his status on the PA Championship from interested to going.
Oh.
So then the question was, well, okay, who are you playing with? And the breaking news is Glori Holtz will be playing PA Championship, which
that is big news.
Four scores in the Atlantic Kubb Tour, and Adam, all with Adam. So he's playing with Adam at East Coast, playing with Adam here, playing with Adam at PA, and then he's playing with Bob at the Blasters. Now, what we all want to see. Now, Adam would have 3 then. So what we all want to see is Adam bringing somebody big to the Blasters, and let's just settle this right there.
Yeah, and let's see Cody and Adam go at it at the Blasters.
Yep, that's the show everyone wants. Plus, you got Bob involved. Kyle's making a good move today. Kyle's going to play in Maryland, East Coast, so and PA. So Kyle will have 4. So Kyle's a potential big player in the Atlantic Kubb Tour this season as well. Brian Jones is going to get at least 3. Obviously you have Mike Davis already up there. Drew, Dan Corey, Mike Krenjic. I'm not sure he's going to get 4 because he's going to miss East Coast, but he's playing in Maryland and PA. So yeah, if he comes to Blasters, he'll get 4. So there's a lot of these guys that are going to be in the mix. I mean, last year we really had 2 that controlled their own destiny at the Blasters. This year we could have 4, 5, 6 guys that could be in the mix and could be battling it out. Some really good teams. So
yeah, that could be big time as we look down the AKT schedule. Of course, you can always get your updated scoring at atlantickubbtour.com. All the news, registrations for all the tournaments. And all you have to do to be involved in the Atlantic Kubb Tour is play in a tournament, and you get your name on the standings. It's pretty easy.
Yes, it is pretty easy, and your top 4 scores count. So if you play in all 6, you can drop 2.
Yep.
So it is. It's going to be. This is exactly kind of what we envisioned. That's what we want. We want to encourage people to come out. We want to We want to have all these events mean something, and
Oh, and
wow,
Paul with 2 big ones.
turkey leg, looking for a Sverky, a Sven loaf in hand. Oh,
Little
Sven loaf,
strong.
though. Still
Little strong. But
quality
big
turn.
too. Yeah,
And
ties it
they
up.
tied it up. That's the turn they were looking for last time. They got kind of off the hook there by Glori Holtz not scoring anything their last turn. So came back with a big answer. We're going to do a little
Little mud shuffle.
little mud shuffle, a little Glori Holtz mud shuffle there, and
Yeah.
let's get this going. But yeah, we're tied up, 6 in play.
Yep, 6 in play. So game 3, 6 in play. Doesn't get much closer than this unless you got 10 in play. But whatevs.
We're working toward it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's going to be an exciting Atlantic Coupe Tour season.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, this is
currently,
really turning out great, and encourage everybody to participate.
currently we have registration open for the East Coast Championship, which is going to be in Northern Virginia on May 6th. And registration is also open for the Maryland Coupe Championship that's back at Hopkins Farm Brewery June 3rd. Those are both team events, 2-player minimum, and $40 a team. But you can find all that information for registration at AtlanticCoupeTour.com. And so we encourage you to head out there, and if you make a trip to the East Coast, if you don't live on the East Coast, if you do, let's start scoring in some of these events.
Somebody told me something really cool today, Sven.
Yeah.
That was this person, the Kubb bug has bit them, and they've been playing a lot, and he's encouraging friends to come play as well. And this person said, what I tell my friends is that if you play basketball, you're never going to play against Michael Jordan. But if you play Kubb, you can show up at a tournament and play against some of the best players in the country. And that's what you see here. You see some experienced teams, you see some new teams, you see some teams who are here having fun. But some of the best players are in the country right here, and you can watch them battle it out, and you can battle it out with them.
We have 3 players they were on Jesse Frame's Kuban All-American list last season. We have Cody.
You have the person who was the All-American number 1.
Player of the Year, Adam Holtz.
Yep.
We have Cody, and we have Matt Green. And like I said, we also have a former 2015 national champ, Dave Giese. So yeah, we have some of the best players in the country here from the Midwest, but we also have the best players on the East Coast here as well. Basically everyone's here from the East Coast, I guess, except Jake Levitt.
Jake's not here. Cousin Dave, of course, we're not here.
Yes, cousin Dave as well.
He's been sent to rehab, so he was trying to get his life back together.
He's actually on tour, but which is the worst place to go if you need to get your life back together.
It's probably true.
But we joke. He's actually not suspended. He's actually not in rehab. He's actually on tour with Crowbot and Steel Panther, which we're very excited for Dave, and we do miss him quite a bit. We have Brian West here, so the event is plenty loud, but it would be a lot more boisterous with Dave Cantwell here. So
I think Dave and Brian need to team up at some.
They should.
Let's call themselves Loud.
The boisterous bunch.
The boisterous bunch. All right, so Glori Holtz took the 1 Kubb lead there. Adam picked up an 8. So we gotta keep pace here. 7 in play. This is 7 in play on the first game was when Drew had that nasty blasty.
This is anyone's game. I mean Glori Holtz has got to be like, well, this could be it, because there's no drop into the silver bracket either. This is it. If you lose in the quarterfinals, you are out.
Bit of a clacker there.
A little bit.
Really, the first mistake we've seen all day from Drew.
Yeah, and it's not that bad. I mean, it's not like it rolled back too far. It's not ideal, obviously, but everyone's going to make mistakes. The wind can blow these scoops around too. Yep. Oof, nudged that one a little bit too.
Yeah. Right, but still a chance. I mean, you pick this up in 3 or 4 and pick up a couple baselines.
Yeah, I would say this one looks like at least 3, probably 4.
Yeah.
Just depending on that first shot. You have 2 there out of the group. Looks like that main group might be 2 batons if you nail it.
Yeah. Yeah, that main group looks actually like it's
It
not
could
so
be
bad
one.
at all.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
they, depending on. I mean, Drew's been getting some good action on his baton. You never know.
Looks
But
like he's
I would.
taking a flat angle. I would think he would want to take a bit of more of an angle and a bit more green here.
I agree. Oof.
Yeah, he picked up the 1, I think.
A little low with it.
Yeah.
That's the thing we've been seeing all day too. Is like,
that was.
it can be tough to get good action. Some of these groups that look good can take an extra baton or 2, even with good shots. What you can't do is throw them away.
Yeah.
Especially. At least they're not baseline. Like at least Glori Holtz isn't baseline clear against them. But
Oh no.
this isn't good.
Oh boy.
They got 2 left.
Yeah, they're staring a advantage line in the face right now. There's a good double.
That's a great double, but this
Now
is
this would be an
Hail Mary.
extraordinary double. Yeah.
Yeah, this is Hail Mary territory. This would be amazing. The other thing is these pitches are pretty close together today.
Yeah.
So Mike wanted it to be an intimate setting.
Yes.
So there's a little bit of cross pitch action. You got to watch Dan Corey might be pulling batons and Kubbs in from all over the place. We don't know.
Dan Corey's all over the place.
Of course,
today.
he probably
took a run at it.
He probably contests that too.
Yes.
No, we know that happened. We have evidence.
Drew took a run at the double, didn't pick it up, picked up the closest one. So 6 in play, advantage line. Ooh, yikes.
Yeah, this doesn't look good.
Nope.
Because it's not like a super juicy advantage line at the midline, but it's still good enough that it's going to be a big factor. And I would say, depending on this drill, as long as he keeps it clean, this is looking like it might be over.
Oh, he's trying to bring him in. Trying to bring him in the other way.
And the back door is not open at him. It is closed.
No. Don't try to go back door with the Glori Holtz.
No, definitely not. Nice recovery.
Yep, picked it up. Did the little, what'd you call it? Shortcut?
The early cut.
Early cut? Yeah, I like the sound of that. It sounds professional.
I did not come up with that. That's I as long as I've been around Kubb, that's what I've heard it called. But I don't know.
I like that. It sounds good.
Yeah. When it's working, sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes it can be too soft and you can't get the roll. But when it's working, man, it's a nice shot to have.
Yeah.
Especially in this wind.
Yeah, sometimes you get thrown that throw and it's so easy and it's just one after the other, pop, pop, and they all land perfectly.
Yeah, really the key to it is you have to you over rotate it. So like it normally like a good drill is about a 45 degrees. You need to have it much more straight up so it just tumbles forward.
Cody goes surprisingly single, double is probably also surprising.
This is going to be, I mean, he's got to be perfect here.
Still has it. I mean, that looks like it might be a double.
It's like a mini chicken dinner, and he didn't get it. So, no, they're not going to win here.
This is like chicken nugget dinner right here.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Now we got a pressure clear.
Oh, no. Advantage line on an advantage line if he misses this one.
Adam, did you see Adam looking back at that saying, what is going on here?
Like, did something.
Now they're pacing back and forth like, there you go, we're going back and forth again.
It's a blocked up Kubb now, and this can be an awkward distance because you don't really want to rotate it from here. I mean, but you could have this skip off. Good shot there.
Got a pickup, but yeah, it was covered up.
If you're
DB Kubber gets away with a big one there.
Now what you got to do if you're DB Kubber is clear, get an 8, like turn it on them. I mean, if they can clear and get 1-8 right now, that would be absolutely demoralizing for Glori Holtz.
Yeah, and talk about momentum for DB Kubber. I mean, you're thinking not only just the game was over, your day was over, and that was it. You had a good run, and now it's done.
Yep.
And all of a sudden now you got another chance.
That's why you never give up in Kubb, man. You never know. Looks like a pretty decent drill there.
Yep, not bad.
I thought I might have lost your audio there for a second.
No, I
It
was
was suspenseful
intently
silence.
focusing on the Kubb.
Yes.
Yes. We must pay attention to the Kubb at all moments.
Just occasionally.
Yeah, I'm kind of.
This is a big turn. This is dramatic Kubb here. This is what we come for.
Well, this is this is the pressure time. It's game 3.
Mm-hmm.
It's 4-5 matchup. Two teams that seems like they've been playing fairly close all day. It's one game each, game 3, and then they went to 10 earlier today. So
yeah, I mean, this is one of those fields where it was like you just felt like, does the seeding really matter? I mean, like, because there's no easy matches, and the only seed that might matter would be like 1-8 maybe, might be easier, but it's like it just doesn't feel like it. It's like just make the top 8, and then you're gonna have to play somebody to almost where you are. So,
and if you make it all the way, you're gonna have a couple black eyes and split shins.
Yeah, no one's getting out of this unscathed.
No.
Airmailed the first one, but hit the back, so that works.
Yeah.
Looks like they're gonna be struggling to clear though.
They got 3 in hand, I think, don't they? Oof. Well, now they might be struggling to clear.
I'm Nostradamus of Kubb.
You are. Oh no! Oh no!
Can't believe I predicted that. I just thought they had 3 left, and they had more. I think they had. Well, they did have 3 left, but I thought they had 4. But even then, I still thought, well, the way this mud Kubb is going.
Yeah. Well, there's the double. I mean,
But
it's not going to matter. They've got
an advantage line now.
Yeah, they've gotten a better advantage line. Still 6 in play.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That wasn't what they were looking for, but
no, I don't think it was.
Because
I agree with you. A clear and a baseline would have been big, but that
huge
happened.
Well, also, they you got to think Glori Holtz isn't gonna let this slide again, right?
That happens.
Oh, there's a neighbor potential. Let's see if you keep it on there.
It's all over it.
Yeah.
Do you throw it safe so you keep your neighbor? No.
Nope.
And he still gets it. That is a neighbor, my friend.
Yes, it is.
Yes. All right, so we've had 2 loafs.
Yeah.
Nasty Blasty, a neighbor.
Yeah.
Good match.
We just need a turkey.
Yeah.
We had
the Sfurky.
Yeah, we've had the Sfurky. Yeah, it's been a good match.
Yep.
Keeping graphics on their toes, which we like.
Yeah. But it doesn't look good right now for DB Kubber. Let's see, 6 in play, advantage line, Adam with the neighbor.
Yeah,
it ain't looking good.
I'm thinking it over on this one, but they're really taking their time figuring out where they're putting this neighbor.
Yeah, I bet you they won't Johnny Kupel seat it.
No, they would definitely won't do that. I think this is going to look like 2 or 3 batons, and Adam's taking it from the beginning. Oh no, somehow. That's the thing. You Johnny Kupel seat these suckers, and they just don't want to move.
Eric, we got the premature squirrel.
Yeah, he did. Glori Holtz goes premature sometimes.
Oh.
No.
And go double premature.
But he missed everything on the.
Missed everything. Yeah, I don't know how that happens.
Cody needs to clear this in 1. Didn't get it. Needs to squirrel this. Didn't get it.
All right. Well, at least he can.
Wow.
1 baseline somehow. Oh, he missed the baseline too. Talk
about, the other factor could be is, as we mentioned on the last broadcast here, that, these guys probably haven't seen grass much this spring. This could be a rust buster event for a lot of our Midwest friends, but man, I did not expect that.
No, but DB Kubber now has to be saying, all right, we've got 2 extra lives.
And their cube that they have is in the pile.
Yeah, is exactly where they want it to be.
So
You
this,
just have to pile it in there, and you're in Fat City.
and that's exactly what he's doing.
Yeah, good sportsmanship. Knock
Exactly.
the
Knocked
one
him
down.
over, stood him up. Oh, great drill. Now watch him Johnny Kubel seed the crap out of this
Oh
pile.
yeah.
Like, let me just set this one in. Yep.
Oh, there we go. Oh, he's even the one that's already stood up, giving it the little Johnny
I
Kubel
gotta
seed.
make sure it's not going to tip over.
Yeah. Wow. So extra life now for DB
Uh,
Kubber.
they were almost on flat. They were almost flatlined, and then all of a sudden it's like boop boop.
Yep. Well, so can they take advantage? That's the question.
I hope so. They need to. Nice shot.
I think
All
that
right,
was
one more of those, Drew.
triple. Yeah, I think he got a triple there. 4 left.
Easily be all four.
Ah,
Nice double,
double.
though.
Yep. All right. So triple double.
All
Paul
right,
comes in.
this needs to be clean here. He missed the last couple on the last turn. Nice shot. There we go.
One.
Yes.
Oh, the slow fall. All right.
Now they're pumped.
Yeah. So now they have a chance to go baseline clear.
Cheers.
But we talked about the last turn. Just push them back and pick one up, and it's a huge momentum turn. Oh, and
Nice.
they picked it up.
Woo! That's
Now
massive.
Paul with a chance to go baseline clear.
This would be I'd fall out of my chair. Oh man! Oh, he had it.
It's that same baton, isn't it? Or that same Kubb.
Yeah.
He's kissed it 3 times now.
He's the Coop's gonna have to be clean. There's so much slobber all over it.
Oh,
Doing the shuffle.
Yeah.
Man.
All
Well,
right, so tied up. Now we've got 8 in play tied up.
You gotta be like, thank God we don't have an advantage line.
Let's do some damage now. We got rid of that advantage line.
Now we're in our comfort zone. Oh man. Unbelievable. Great turn by DB Kubber there.
Adam trying to bring it in the other way.
Yeah, that doesn't seem to be working for him.
Yeah, I don't know why he does that. I mean, the little early cut, right? Early cut?
Yeah, early cut and his regular cut seem to be fine. His goofy's just sticking out there.
Yeah.
Nice.
That seemed to be more of a regular cut than the early cut.
That was a regular. It takes a lot of confidence to do the early on a second toss because
that's a little.
Don't get it right, it's going to be short, and that's going to be painful.
Yeah,
you got to be really confident that you're going to nail that shot to pull it off on a second throw.
So you could see Cody's shorts and shirt blowing in the breeze. See, it's a decent wind coming across here. You see all the pitch markers waving in the wind.
As usual, our commentating booth is rickety at best.
Oh, it's held together by thumbtacks, I think.
And Glori Holtz duct tape.
Yeah.
Nice shot.
That was a nice one.
Very nice one. Now we got a blocked up, looks like a corner facing double and a single. All right.
So now this looks to
could
be
still
single,
double off, but yeah, I mean he might be able to get this, but it's going to be a good run at it. So now best they can do is baseline clear, I believe, unless they squirrel this off.
Oh,
now they're looking
pressure clear.
Got it.
Got it. Whoo!
You can see feeling the pressure. I think this is a heavyweight fight at this point. These guys are just pounding away.
8 in play, chance to win it all or win the match here.
If DB Kubber is able to have the same turn they just had, except there's one more Kubb in play, they would get a king shot.
Yeah, definitely a chance here.
Mm-hmm. And they go from barely breathing to now foot on their throat a little bit.
Yeah, a bit in the driver's seat.
Yep.
Looks like I think those two are out.
Yeah,
I believe they're going to be out.
Yeah. That was a nice shot.
Yep.
Another good one.
Another one.
Yep, that'll work.
Yeah, so are those two? Yeah, looks like two rethrows. Lined up pretty good, though.
He's got
there's some space right in there,
Oh,
too.
he's got a nice C there to just drop those, cut them right in if he can get the cut on these right over the top of that front one. Oh, he went the other way. Is that a penalty? I don't want that. Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, Andy Dufresne.
Oh, the double Andy. Oh no.
That could be a tournament killer.
That could be.
Because
that is unfortunate because those other 6 were in there real nice.
I mean, that's at least a 2 baton penalty at best.
Yeah.
And at best, I mean, this 6, normally with normal conditions, the way those 6 are, you'd say, 2 or 3 batons. But with the Johnny Kubel seed going on, you just never know. And Glori Holtz put one of those all the way up at the baseline or the midline. Nice shot.
That was big. Was that 4 quad?
4, yeah. Oh, almost doubled that off.
Yep, that would have been big. You still have a chance here to push them back to the baseline.
You have a chance to go baseline clear if you hit these 2. You gotta wonder if Glori Holtz is like, why'd we stick one up so far?
Oh, here we go. 2 chances.
Decent shot, though.
This would be big, though, to get rid of those 2 Andys.
No. Well.
Alrighty. Another advantage line coming. This one about 1.5 foot.
Yeah, I'm not sure they're going to take this one, at least at 4 meters. Maybe they take it at D8, but we'll see. See what their strategy is.
Yep. I mean, it's, not much of an advantage.
No.
You think Cody's still watching? I mean, he's still playing, so.
I think Lewis is still watching.
Yeah, you think Lewis is watching?
It's Dr. Lewis.
Do you think Cody would be upset if we invited Lewis back and not him?
We're going to need Lewis on the broadcast.
You think Cody would be like, wait, what am I, chopped liver? Well, Lewis was the star. We got a bunch of subscribers after Lewis was on, man. I don't know.
Lewis wishes Cody was chopped liver.
Yeah. Yes. You better believe it.
That was just priceless.
Oh, that possibly one of my all-time favorites.
I was upset Sarah took him away, or her away.
Leo? Right? What's the dog's name again?
Lewis is the cat.
Lewis, yeah.
Lewis is a girl that
I assume it's a guy.
No, they thought Lewis when they adopted her that's why they named it Lewis, and that it's ended up being a girl, I think. And they kept the name.
Oh.
Not taking the line for the 8.
Not taking the line. Adam with 3. That was a good throw and a big 8 for Adam. And that's going to do it. Yeah, so that was a battle to the end. But the Glori Holtz knock them off. They lost the first game, win games 2 and 3. I bet you Lewis is going bonkers right now.
Yes, he is. She is. I don't know.
Hey, whatever. Lewis, whatever you are, I hope you're having a good time.
We know you're a cat.
3, 22%. Glori Holtz, 1.133.
Man, what a match.
DB Kubber, 41 throws for mate. They just couldn't hit that many of them. And as we saw earlier, Rhymes with Tube knocked off Ice Cubes.
Yep.
Hera, the Fighting Harberts against Piss Missiles. Oops, I cooped my pants and Das in the semis.
Classic.
What?
the oops, I cooped my pants.
Oops.
Always makes me laugh.
Yep. All right, so that's the first half of the quarterfinals. We started at the quarterfinals this tournament, and so we're going to have the other half of the quarterfinals next week. That's going to feature, let's see, Kraken Beer against 650 Mafia. That's Bob Hikas, Mike Davids, Dan Corey, and Mike Rengic, and then also the other other quarterfinal is Kubb on versus 2020 Sucked. Matt,
That's a heavyweight fight there.
that is a heavyweight fight.
Both of them are, actually.
Yeah, so lots of slanging Kubbs next week. So check it out next week. Hope everybody enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, blah 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 blah. Sven slapped with a brilliant pearl of wisdom.
Telling you, man, if all the rest of these matches are half as good as that one, man, we're in for a treat here at the Spring Fling, and this field's stacked. I'm excited for it, Stu. Let's do it.
Yep, we got 3 more episodes to go. The Kubb is gonna get nasty, my friend. Nasty. All right, till next week. Bazooka.
Shout out to Lewis.